Yo, what is going on YouTube? It is Pre-Static, and today I'm bringing back I believe it's the third episode of the Road to Top 250 in Warzone Rank. Now, I recorded this gameplay yesterday night, and I'm just trying to do a live commentary over it, so forgive me if I don't know what's really happening in this video, yeah, like we're just going off of a wing respectfully, I just landed and that guy just got shit on. As always, I mentioned that I do these type of videos to see what's up with with my mindset, with like how I play and shit, like all of that. Now, I believe in this gameplay, I end up dropping a decent amount of kills. This gameplay, obviously, I don't believe we get a W, but I do end up going off towards the middle and towards the end. I end up dropping a decent amount of kills. I end up shitting on some kids, yada yada yada. Anyways, I'm chatting too much. So, right now, I just got killed. I'm just trying to land back. I'm just trying to get some kills, refill some ammo, see what's up. I'm like, let me get a good gun. Let me get back in the fight. Let me see what's up, let me see what's going on. So, I hear some gunfire going on near me. I'm like, alright, cool, everything's going good. Teammates here, giving them some armor. I'm just a nice guy, so I give them some armor plates. I gotta get myself some armor, they gotta get some armor, so hey, win-win. It is what it is. So right here, what I'm trying to do is my teammate marks an enemy, so I'm like, cool, you marked an enemy, you see somebody, alright, cool, let's get involved in the action. Let's get some kills going on here. Let's get the action rolling. I see somebody else over here, end up armor cracking him, couldn't get the full kill. Then he gets down, so I'm pushing him, because normally people like to camp with one another, right there, boom, prime example. I killed the guy, his teammate probably called him out, said, hey, that guy's here, boom. Get the kill, I get shot at, try to back up a little bit, obviously I'm not going to challenge that, makes no sense to do that. So right now, as you can tell, I'm the last one standing on my team. I'm like, hold on, my team is just telling me to just stand it out, just hold up a little bit, wait a couple seconds until the resurgence comes. I'm over here getting shot at. I'm like, no, that's not what's supposed to happen. So I end up armoring up, I end up evading the gunfight. I'm like, that's a smart decision to do here. Now I hear that somebody's landing on me, and since I'm in the tunnel, I'm trying to figure out, wait, can he land on the houses where I'm going to, or can he land on either side of the tunnel? So I'm trying to figure that out right now. My teammate unfortunately goes down here again, and I'm over here hearing a lot of footsteps near me. Then this precision starts coming in. I'm like, oh, damn, we're not in a good position right now. The game just started. My teammate went down. It is what it is, we just gotta learn to adapt to different type of situations. It is what it is. Oh, by the way, if you like the content and you want to see more of this, just please feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. That guy got clipped with my sniper. Now, unfortunately, while trying to kill that guy, I wasn't really paying attention to my map because I noticed that the storm was coming, but I noticed that last second. Thankfully, I'm able to avoid the storm and still be up for my team. Now, the only thing that I was really worried about here was that, yeah, there's some enemies that are still behind me, Some enemies are still lurking in the storm. They might have a gas mask. I'm like, cool, that's why I'm always checking my back, making sure that nobody was there, because I do remember hearing some footsteps there. So I really had to make sure that everything was going good. At least the loadout landed, which I was able to get a loadout. Now, some of you might be asking, hey, what's up with that gun? The AMR9 and that stupid 100-round mag. Well, let me tell you something. Somewhere along the lines of TikTok and somewhere along the lines of YouTube, I ended up finding out that the AMR9 actually is a pretty decent gun, So I'm over here trying to spot enemies, trying to see, what I can do. I hear a whole bunch of enemies dropping near me. Me and my teammate are playing together because I don't know what our third is doing here. I picked up one of my friends and we actually ended up running it for a couple games. We had a decent run. I was able to rank up, I believe, from silver all the way to gold in this game. So that was a big plus. Huge thumbs up to him for for having somebody to play with, you know, to be honest, because this solo trios thing is really not it, to be honest. Now, I remember here that a team ends up pushing us in the tunnel. You know, I wasn't really paying attention to that. I really didn't expect anybody to be there, but unfortunately, there was a team there. Now, I believe there was a 3-man going in there, so I told my teammate, hey, get out of there. You know, it's not really a smart choice to challenge that and get out of there. So you're gonna see my teammate here until I respawn. He's trying to bait them out, trying to see, you know, what we can do here. I know he hears a bunch of footsteps and tries to catch one of them, maybe hopefully going up the stairs. Thank God that I end up respawning, so we're back in the fight. You know, it's like nothing ever happened. So I decided, hey, let me land a little bit further away from there, because I noticed that when I tend to land on the same spot where I died, it really doesn't end up turning that well for me. So I just gotta learn to adapt to this game. You know, I never said I was a professional Warzone player or any of that, but I do have some basic Call of Duty knowledge, you know, enough to make me, you know, go up through the ranks a little bit. You know, everything seems pretty good right now. You know, I'm pretty safe right now. Just trying to loot up, trying to get a good gun. You know, I was thinking about landing on my loadout, but I'm like, hey, you know, that's not really a good idea right now. So end up picking a couple guns, you know, useless score streaks. I end up finding a counter UAV. You know, it's not really useful unless somebody pops at you. So I end up hearing that somebody keeps landing on me. Now that guy, I don't know what happened with that guy. He ended up shooting me once, ends up running away. I try to chase him down to like the final ends of the earth. You know, as you can see, he's dragging me to like a bunch of buildings. Tries to catch me lacking in that corner. But unfortunately, since you only landed with the pistol, I don't see how much damage you could really do, you know? I'm over here having this SMG, and again with the counter UAVs, you know, like I'm getting kind of, you know, irritated with that. Thank God I have a mosquito drone. But the only thing that I see wrong with the mosquito drone is that every time that I use the mosquito drone, apparently it never gets no kills. But anytime that an enemy team uses a mosquito drone, oh, it loves to target me. It's like it has a heartbeat sensor. It wants to challenge me only. Anyways, I see a guy here. We end up getting him down. I'm like, let me get the full kill on him. It's cool. After I get the full kill, I can kind of get some intel on where his squad is. And, you know, didn't take no damage. I see that the rest of his squad is inside this building. So I'm like, cool. My teammate over here is going to take the high ground advantage. I end up picking this guy's custom class. It's an LMG. You know, when I picked it up, I was like, it really isn't the best gun that I really wanted to use. Because, you know, LMGs aren't really my type of playstyle. I'm more of an AR SMG type of guy. So, you know, we end up trying to find more people. Boom, get one guy. My teammate calls it out for me. Thankfully, get the down. Now I'm one shot, so I'm over here trying to armor up. I hope the rest of his squad doesn't come. Now I see other teams have definitely noticed our location, so they're definitely trying to mortar us right now. So the best we can really do is just really hold it down here and, you know, try to hunker down as much as we can. So everything is going, so far it's going okay. You know, we're just trying to get as much kills. My teammate ends up actually spotting a couple of people. So I end up trying to get some guy, end up getting him down. And I'm like, you know what? Let me push this. Maybe there might be other people. Maybe there might not be. I hear a couple footsteps. Get one guy down. Get another guy down. Get the kills. So we're looking good right now. You know, got 2 downs, got 2 kills. We're looking good. Now, unfortunately, here my teammate gets down, which is alright. Now, the fire sale ended, and unfortunately, I really wanted to get a U. You know, we could have really opened up some loot crates, get more money, get some U's going on, you know, get some intel on where people might be instead of just rushing this blindly. Now, my teammates over here marking different types of enemies, you know. We're trying to figure out, hey, what can we do at this point? Now, I end up throwing an armor box, you know, very important. You know, I always try to resupply. We got armor plates and we got full ammo. So I'm like, alright, so we're not as bad as a decent spot as I thought we were. Now, unfortunately, I to this day, I really don't know what our third teammate was doing. Obviously, he was a random. He wasn't really part of our squad. But I was still trying to figure out what he was doing and why he was doing the things he was. Now, me and my teammate end up both getting shots on him. We end up killing that guy that was trying to get the rush on us through the storm. Obviously, the storm was pushing him towards us. So we were in a good spot, you know. We're in a good spot. We're in a decent spot right now. You know, we got some things rolling. We got some action rolling. I'm trying to scout the area. End up finding one guy. Get a couple hit markers, you know. Break some of his armor and he ends up shooting back. I'm like, alright. Let me back up a little bit. Let me regroup. Let me armor up. Cool. So we see that the storm right here, it's kind of a weird storm because majority of the storm is kind of in the water, but the only playable area that we got is the area that we're going on. Thankfully, I end up getting a loadout. Now, personally, I really don't like using other people's loadout for some reason. I end up obviously liking my own loadout because that's the class that I make. So we end up throwing the loadout, and I desperately want to get my loadout, but unfortunately they end up mortar striking us, and my teammate at this point is calling out in the mic saying, hey, there's a team over there in the distance, they're watching the loadout. So I'm like, alright, cool, maybe it's not the best of strategies to end up pushing this right now. As soon as he says the coast is clear, I end up pushing a little bit further. Now unfortunately, this right here, this little tactic that we got going on, unfortunately that ends up being the downfall of our team. Now the reason that I say this is because we really didn't expect this to pan out like this, but we got a team where I'm aiming at, you know, straight over there, and at the time we really didn't have much intel, but we end up finding out that there's a team still trying to push us on top of the hill. Thankfully they backed off and I'm trying to get my loadout. I end up getting some shots here, but can't really seem to get it down or a kill. So I'm like, alright, cool, let me just refresh, let me get into cover. A mortar strike is coming. They definitely know where our location is. Now we're in a very tight situation here because we're getting mortared, and B, we're kind of in between two teams, so you can kind of say we're getting sandwiched. So we kind of had to focus on the team that's behind us right now and the team that's over there. I end up seeing one guy, end up getting the kill. Now my teammates end up marking a bunch of enemies. I'm like, cool, let me get upstairs real quick, let me get the res. We need as much team members as we can on board as possible. So right now we're doing pretty good right now. We're just in the storm, we just have a whole bunch of kill streaks going on. My teammate gets down. Unfortunately the team above us sees that we're down here. You know, it is what it is. At the end of the day, you know, we're just trying to get some W's here. Now I see that the storm is closing, but as you and the viewer can tell, obviously the team that shot us before, they know we're here. We're pretty much chickens to them, you know, we're pretty much live bait at this point. My teammate's getting shot. We know the shots are coming from above. Can't really do much over here. I get down. Unfortunately, I was the last one alive. We end up placing third place, but that game ended up getting me to gold 1. So was I really mad about it? Not really. You know, obviously we would have loved to prefer the win, but at the end of the day, you can't really control those type of things. But if you like the video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It's Pre-Static, and I'm out.